What's up, gang? Working with the remote group again. We've written about this topic of tempo when we squat, tempo when we lift, but doing a quick video and talking about tempo. We're talking about tempo. For me, it's changing speed in your lifts, and we see this in anything athletic. There's start, there's stops, and even in the snatch, clean and jerk, you can see there's moments of control, there's moments of explosiveness, and there's moments of strength. So we're going to talk about that. I think one of the best places to incorporate the idea of tempo is your squatting, because there's an obvious down and up. So when we talk about tempo for squatting, I always like to incorporate tempo. We want to go down a little slower than we come up. So we go down with control, and then we explode out of the hole. So pretty easy. Go down with control, explode out of the hole. Things to look for key-wise, the leg should do the work. The only joint angle that should really change is the angle of the knee, right? We might load the hips a little bit, we might push the butt back just a touch, but we don't want to change the back. Back should be as upright as possible, and that's the same in the descent, and it's the same as we drive out of the hole. If we stand up and the back flattens out, that means we're probably pushing the weight a little bit forward, maybe getting a little too far back on the heels. We're not using the whole leg, or we're pushing forward, we're just going to make it a little bit harder. If you watch our really good lifters, and that back stays straight, they're going to bounce straight up out of the hole. So we're going to show you what this idea of tempo looks like. We're going to coach it up with just your basic air squat, and then we'll show you some demos of a front squat, overhead squat, and a back squat, what it looks like. It's easy enough. Basic stuff. Feet should be about shoulder width apart wherever you're going to receive the bar. For whatever reason, if you're taking with getting a little bit wider, getting a little bit tighter, or whatever. But for most of us, the best place is feet right under the shoulders. Also, guys, we always want to promote the feet to be as close to a 12 o'clock position as possible. As soon as we start to duck out a little too far, we get the wobbles in the knees. Lots of good resources that are teaching this. Power Athlete HQ, the Gang Mobility Wad. You know, any really good strength and conditioning coach knows that we want to be here at this 12 o'clock position to generate some happiness in the hips. And then the further we're going to push those toes out to maybe for a mobility standpoint, we're also losing some stability. So you got to play that game. Where am I mobile? Where am I stronger? I think with some light, non-weighted movements, always work that mobility as close to 12 o'clock as possible. So when we're squatting, again, down with control. Down, 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 down with control. And then pause, 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 explode out of the hole. Down with control, explode out of the hole. So you can obviously see them coming up a little faster to go down. Work this with a pause in the beginning, dial that in. They seem to be getting that pattern. Then we'll take the pause away and make it a little bit more dynamic. Again, same concept. Down with control, explode out of the hole. Down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. Down, 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 up. It's easy enough. Then if we really want to get crazy, we can bring our feet in, we can make it more dynamic, we can control to the top of the push, and then explode up and down. Get to the top of the push, and up. Top of the push, up. Again, if I'm going to go empty, I can work the snatch. Does not have to be hard. Keep the thumbs tight to the body, push the thumb away at the top. Up. So again, bring that thought of tempo in. Show you real quick what it looks like with a barbell for our back squat, front squat, overhead squat. Up. And then without the pause, control, 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 up. If you saw in all the demos we did, it's descend with control, explode out of the hole. Easy variations, like in my head I'm kind of thinking 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 hold, up. If I'm going to do the tempo without the pause, it's going to be control, 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 down, up. So try to bring some tempo into your lifting. You know, this isn't something we're going to think about with max attempts, but again, with our light barbell work, our empty bar work, our body, it's a really neat way to dial in some good motor patterning. It's a good way to dial in some great movement. It's a good way to dial in some conditioning. And it's a great way to challenge yourself without just using load. We see a lot of times We challenge with load, we challenge with time, but let's try to challenge this with different ideas like tempo, control, and I think you'll see some good stuff in your lifting. Thanks a lot, gang. Bye.